back. I am Taylor and this is Bookish.Taylor. Today I'm here to bring you it's actually day 3, but it's my first day of the Strikeback Videoathon. If you don't know anything about the Strikeback Videoathon, I will link the hosts and their announcement videos down below. I plan on doing a handful of these and I will have a video every day until February 22nd. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in. Day 3 of the Strikeback Videoathon is your favorite fantasy reads. These are just the favorite fantasy reads that I had read in 2017. So the first one is going to be Poison Princess by Kresley Cole. A post-apocalyptic world, and it's a 16-year-old. Her name's Evie. She has survived this giant firestorm kind of thing, and basically what makes this very fantasy-esque is that there are characters that relate to the tarot cards kind of deal. Because they are chosen, they are going to be fighting the good and evil based on their tarot cards. Now, another one of my favorite fantasy reads is definitely going to be the Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. While this is a little more on the sci-fi side, it is still very fantasy-esque. There's this world building that usually falls in the fantasy category, and it is amazing. This takes place in a futuristic world, and it's a kind of different galaxy kind of deal. The Diabolic, her name is Nemesis. She was created and programmed specifically to protect the senator's daughter, and her name is Sidonia. And so they basically become best friends, but it's kind of sort of manufactured. But these Diabolics do not have capacity for human emotion. Nemesis has to protect Sidonia by becoming Sidonia. So it's very interesting and super fast paced. I listened to this on the audiobook and I absolutely loved it. Another one of my favorite fantasy reads is a trilogy, and that is going to be there right here. The A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. That's A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, and A Court of Wings and Ruin. I absolutely loved those 3 books. If you don't know anything about A Court of Thorns and Roses, it follows a girl named Farah, and she is basically the caretaker for her family. They actually live on the border of the Feyworld. There's this wall that surrounds Feyworld, or the Feyworld. They basically live relatively close to the wall. She steps over a line and kills a fairy. The punishment for that is that she has to pay for his life with hers. A High Lord comes and takes her, and she is basically his prisoner for the rest of her life. And it just goes from there, and it's very, very well written. And another of my favorite, I'll go with trilogy. It's all 3 of these books are fantastic, and it's going to be the Infernal Device trilogy by Cassandra Clare, and it's these 3 books right here. Easily my favorite trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies of all time. If you don't like the Mortal Instrument series, totally fine, but give the Infernal Devices a try. And last but not least, one of my all-time favorite books. I actually ended up reading it in 2016, but it's going to be A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Not a lot of people talk about this book. It's an adult urban fantasy, but it's so well written, and it follows a woman by the name of Diana and a man by the name of Matthew, and Diana is a witch, Matthew is a vampire. So it just follows Diana trying to find her way in her world and find her place as a witch, and even though she kind of shunned that part of her for a long time, she's got to find her way back to it, and Matthew is such a wonderful man to help her. It's really good. So yes, that is going to be my favorite fantasy reads. I want to know what your top 2 favorite fantasy reads are, so let me know down in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you say. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!